I'm trying to spend less time on my phone, so let's talk about it. This thing is so annoying. And honestly, it's not the phone that's annoying. It's the apps on said phone. Hi, hello, good day. I am so frustrated, and the reason I'm frustrated is because I feel like I am spending much too much time on my phone. I initially bought this Elsewhere notebook. I wanted to have a little notebook that could sit on top of my phone. I thought it was a really smart, fun, exciting thing to just like have available and ready for me as I'm like going through my day. If it's sitting at my desk and I feel like reaching for my phone, like, hey, cool, let's try it out. The notes pages are like by day. You can set the phone intentions, tasks that you'll do on your phone, what you're doing when you're not on your phone, and list out reasons why you reached for your phone. And then there's like an open notes section, which I really liked because I thought, yeah, if I do have an idea, I can just write it down, backlog it, or take action on it, whatever I needed to do at the end of the day. And my learnings, I bought this at the beginning of April, or maybe end of March, and it came in April 7th, and I started using it on the 7th. And I wrote down all my like commitments inside. I wrote down whatever notes I had on the first few pages, and I would keep it on top of my phone, and I would keep it at my desk as I was getting my work done. And honestly, when it came down to it, if the apps were still on my phone, whether it was like Instagram or TikTok, whatever, if the app's on my phone, I'm gonna find a way. And it's been a real struggle to like try to implement this, knowing that even though I have this as like a first line of defense, this Elsewhere notebook, at the end of the day, if the app is on my phone, I'm going to access it in one way or another. And that's crazy. Like, that's cuckoo bananas. Crazy. So here we are. I really like this. I think if you are okay with truly leaving your phone, I don't know who the target demographic is for. I thought it was me. I thought, hey, let me buy this notebook. The packaging was super cute. This is the initial packaging it came in. It's wrapped in like a paper. It has a personalized note from the founder, which I thought was really cool. And I thought I was the target demographic. Click to purchase. I made it happen. What I'm realizing is that I actually just need to get rid of all the apps on my phone. Yeah, I can't be having social media on my phone anymore. It's just not for me. And it's such a time suck. And I'm a mom. I'm a mommy. Like, when I'm with my kids, it's actually not a problem. I don't check my phone, throw it to the wind. If you need me, call me. My phone's on loud. Like, you'll be able to reach me through phone call. But otherwise, if I'm working, I think I'm like, let me just check just in case. Because I work in marketing, I'm like, let me do some research. Let me do some market research on what the trends are. But like, no, I don't need to be checking my phone so often, especially if my time is so limited. Like, when I'm with my family, I am offline and I am hyper present, and I love that for me. But when I am by myself in a workspace, in a whatever downtime, like just me time, I find myself reaching for my phone to get those dopamine hits, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So here's what we're gonna do. This is cool. I will probably still bring this around with me because it is such a nice little notebook to have, and I love writing things down. Very helpful. But we need to remove the apps on my phone. So, unnecessary roughness. Struggle. What we're going to do is we're going to remove the apps on my phone. The social medias are going bye-bye on my cell phone. And I am actually going to go to the Apple store right now and I'm gonna buy an iPad. And hear me out, this is like a hyper privileged, thank God I have the money to do this and test this out. But for me, I looked back at my messages. Last August, I messaged my friend Marlise, who is an old coworker, and she's just like one of the coolest people. And I saw that she had posted that she got an iPad. And I was like, okay, what's the sitch? Like, I'm interested. I have an old laptop. I don't like lugging it around, but it is a solid laptop. And if I need to get my workies done, I don't know that I can forego carrying my laptop with me. So like, why'd you switch to an iPad? And she explained to me that it's just so much more convenient to get things done when you have your iPad and you're also someone who is constantly on the move. So in theory, this is my theory that we're going to test. I go invest, because this is a very expensive investment. I will go invest in an iPad. I will remove social media off of my phone, and I will only access social media through said iPad. So I think that will make my life better. And I'm really not about buying more things to make your life easier. Something in me is telling me that this will be the right decision. Maybe. Let's find out. Come with me to go buy an iPad to disconnect from social media, but not fully disconnect from social media. What am I doing? Let's see how this goes. Let's just see. Okay, crossing the street. Time to buy an iPad. The regular one or the Air? Because I think size-wise I like these ones.
Like, what are your concerns about like one or the other?
If I can edit video on it,
Okay.
I don't think storage is an issue. I'm just gonna use it for Wi-Fi. But I think main thing was like editing and like work, writing. Okay, I'll do this one, the blue one with the case.
So this is
What are the storage options?
so it goes at 126 and then 512.
What do you think, storage-wise? Okay, the iPad has been acquired. I'm officially an iPad girly, so. Okay, shout out to Apple and my guy Alex at the Apple store for helping me with this. Also shout out to my 99 Ranch tote. Let's unbox this together. Here's some napkins, because when you're a mommy, you come prepared for any situation, okay? Also, it's hot, so I need to take this sweater off. Oh. Probably need to turn my mic on. Okay, much better. We're gonna mic up, baby. Oh, I got the case because gotta keep this expensive investment safe. How do they do this? Oh. And the iPad itself. Ta-da. Let's see. Okay, switched up to a little shoulder moment because I was dripping sweat, and then as soon as I took my sweater off, I got cold. So here we are. Style, baby. I haven't opened an Apple product in forever. I think the latest Apple product I have is my iPhone, which is a 14 Pro. So whenever that came out. As much as I appreciate the Apple packaging, it's a lot. Like, I'm not the type of person who keeps the box, so it's a lot of recycling. I hope this is going to get properly recycled. This case is insane. That's cool. Wait, are there instructions? Yeah. Safety handling, got it. Does this need to charge? I probably need to charge this, huh? Or does it just use it must use the battery. Oh, see those 3 dots? I think it uses the battery. Connects to power that way. That's cool. Technology, man. Crazy times. I did not buy the pencil. My boy Alex tried to get me to buy the pencil. He didn't try. He was like, do you want one? I'm like, not really. And he was like, cool. That's a real helpful person there. They're not gonna pressure you, right? Like if you wanna buy something, you can buy it, but they're not gonna push you. And that's the kind of salesman I wanna work with, you know? 5 stars. Alex, thank you. Here's my iPad. I got the iPad Air because, per my conversation with my guy Alex, the chip, the M4, is better than the standard iPad, so that's what we're going with. Should be stronger processor, I think. Gorgeous. Stunning. Stunning. Okay. I'm so scared that I'm gonna drop it. Do people put screen protectors on these still or no? Is that a thing? Remember how everyone used to use screen protectors on everything? Do people still do that? I wonder if this needs to, wow, she's like a little laptop. I love her. I got the blue one, whatever that color is called. Can you tell like I'm not a reviewer? Just living my life. iPad Air, 256 gigs. And the color is, hold please. She's on. I love that. Wow, this is so nice. I have a MacBook Pro, an older one, and I love my MacBook Pro, but much too much to carry around when you're on the go. So as we figure out this social media detox and balancing my online time, my social media time specifically, we will see how this goes. This is hola, bonjour. What else? Hello, hello, hello. There's so much to recycle. I appreciate that majority of it is paper. I really like that, but it still feels like a lot. Okay, the iPad is on. I'm gonna put this away and I'm going to keep the instructions just in case. Are there instructions in here or is it just I think it's just a box. They really said, figure it out. Figure it out. Okay, here we go. I got the blue one, whatever that color is called, I'll figure it out later. Light blue iPad. I got the Magic Keyboard and that's it. I didn't get the pencil or the Pencil Pro because Mama's trying to keep it within budget. What is the budget? I don't know. But let me see how I do first with the iPad itself and go from there. This is technology. I literally haven't set up an Apple product in years, so this is cool to see how efficient. Shh, my password, hold on. So Alex at the Apple store was telling me that these iPads came out in March. The Air has a better processing chip than a regular iPad, so that's what got me. I got the second level, so not the lowest level, but a level up of storage, which is 256 gigs. This is gonna be a fun time because I literally just wanna stop spending so much time on my phone. It's too easy. They make it too easy and I don't like that. Once I get all of this set up, I'm gonna like spend time being an iPad girly using social media restricted from time to time and go from there. Report back. I don't know. I guess I'll report back in like a week, a couple weeks. I want to get good use in with having social media on here and not on my phone, because for me, it's way too easy to be able to access it. And even if I do delete social media, say I didn't get the iPad and I just deleted social media off my phone, like got rid of the apps, I would just end up re-downloading them because I would need them, whether it be for work or just to see and catch up with whatever is going on, whether it be in the news, catch up with what's going on with people and connect, oddly enough, just too easy. And I would need to do it. So I don't know if that makes sense, but we're gonna give this a real shot, and I really hope that this investment is worth it. I'm gonna make it worth it. Okay. Upload? It's uploaded. Oh no, 8 minutes remaining. Okay, we'll be back. All right, so I'm actually all set up on the iPad. The update took longer than I thought it would. The one thing that threw me off so much when seeing the new like face of an iPad is this feels like a laptop. Like it straight up couldn't tell the difference. It is hyper similar to having a MacBook. Just feels like baby MacBook, which is cool. There are so many Apple apps now. Like there's FaceTime on here, the App Store app, the games, books, Apple TV is baked in on the screen already. Home, weather, Find My, like all of the Apple apps are just like boom on your screen as soon as you set up your new iPad. So that was surprising because I feel like maybe it's been a minute since I bought an Apple product, but I just feel like there's so many more Apple apps and I don't know how I feel about that. But all to say, iPad is set up. We are going to test it out, see how it goes. Now that I have social media on my iPad, I am going to delete it off of my iPhone and I'm going to be more intentional with my social media usage. I think trying to implement having a first line of defense with the Elsewhere notebook that I bought was a good start, but I hate to say it, the addiction is too strong and I'm gonna work through it, and I know I can do it. If you are someone who is realizing in real time that you have a phone addiction or social media addiction, like, I don't know, I guess it's more normalized. I knew that me being online with my screen time being high was not great, but realizing that it was just taking so much of my time and that putting a first line of defense wasn't going to be enough was a good trial and error. We tried, we tested, test results came back and we gotta try again. So iPad, invested, let's go, let's see where it leads, and then I'll report back soon. But we're still gonna keep the Elsewhere notebook wherever I go, still gonna be with me. Then we will have this bad boy. I feel like a student. I think it's because when I was in college, I had an iPad that I used regularly, carried everywhere with me, and I don't even think I had a keyboard. Maybe I did have a keyboard, but my iPad in general was in like a sleeve case. So I remember these cases when they first came out with keyboards were super expensive. But oh, you know what? I typed directly on the iPad, and I had a sleeve, and then I had a stand that was just like the ones that folded up and like rolled over to make like a little triangle on the back of the iPad. That was the original case that I had, and I would just like type on the actual screen of the iPad. So I haven't used one in forever, and I'm hoping that this will be a fun little experiment to see how I can lower my screen time, be more intentional with how I'm using social media apps, because I don't want to spend so much time in my phone. I would love to if you want to call me, I could talk to you for hours, but in terms of just scrolling and being on my phone, I'm at a point where I'm scrolling and I'm like realizing that it's happening for so long, and I go, No, I don't like it. I don't like that. So we are going to change things up, see how it goes. Hopefully lower my time on social media, be more intentional with my time on social media, and more to come. Class dismissed. Yay. Okay, bye. I still don't know how to end these, but bye.